as long as the big man wins, we're going to be fine.
If you didn't know, the big men are back. Joel Embiid clinched the NBA scoring title yesterday, even though he didn't play. Embiid averaged 30.6 points this season and is the first center to win the title since Shaquille O'Neal in 99-2000. Embiid edged out Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 29.9, who also didn't play in the Bucks finale. Big Perk back with us. But Stephen A., I'll start with you. Is Joel Embiid the MVP?
Kendrick Perkins is going to kill me over this.
Oh, boy.
I have a vote, Kendrick Perkins. I voted on everything but the MVP. I still ain't turned in my vote yet. I can't make up my mind. I got until damn near midnight tonight. I still haven't turned in my vote. I'm that perplexed over this. Kendrick Perkins, I don't blame anybody who picks any of these four. Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, and Booker. Obviously, Luka is up in there as well. But I think about Giannis, most dominant force in the game. When you look at Embiid, most talented, when you consider what he can do on both ends of the floor and how phenomenal he has been. Even though I do look at the blowout loss to Brooklyn, the loss on his home court to Brooklyn and Denver, that does count against him a little bit because you're in that MVP chase. And obviously, Jokic was there as well, even though he had good numbers that game, but Denver won that particular game in Philly. I look at Jokic and what he has done without Jamal Murray, what he has done without Michael Porter Jr., the numbers that he's put up, 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 500 assists, just phenomenal. And I look at Devin Booker. It's a damn shame. 27-5-5. Best record in basketball. 47 games over 500. 12-3 without CP3. You know, but I also look at the fact that knowing the race is tight, KP, you sat out the last couple of games. That matters when you're chasing that MVP and you know the race is that tight. I'm going to make my vote in the next few hours, but I got to admit, I go back and forth every 5 minutes on one or the other. That's how close it is for me.
Well, I ain't never known you to be scared. That's the first thing. Second of all, look, I got to vote. I got to vote as well, and I voted already. And let me help you. Let me persuade you over to the Joel Embiid side of the MVP candidate race, okay? This is why I voted for Joel Embiid. Forget the fact that he won the scoring title, the last center to do it with Shaquille O'Neal, who, by the way, won the MVP. Forget the fact that Ben Simmons quit on him at the beginning of the season, and he had to say, you know what, let's go to war in a tougher conference and make noise and still finish a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference with all those powerhouses that's over there. Forget the fact that you acquired James Harden because of your play, and when James Harden get there, James Harden tends to struggle, and now you have to carry him too. Look, here's the thing. The 76ers had no room for Joel Embiid to play bad. And why I say that is because when you look at the East, Stephen A., the 76ers finished 51-31. They finished 4th in the Eastern Conference. The 10th seed, who is the Charlotte Hornets, is 43-39. They're 4 games over 500. So let me move you over to the Western Conference. The Denver Nuggets finished 48-34. The 10th seed, who's by the way is the San Antonio Spurs, they finished 34-48, meaning they're 14 games under 500. Meaning Jokic and the Nuggets had some wiggle room because they're in the weaker conference. I'm not knocking Jokic, but all I'm saying is what Joel Embiid had to do in the East and overcome his superstar caliber counterpart and Ben Simmons quitting on him and having to go to war with him.
I agree.
Without him, with the guys he had to
All
lead.
of that I thought about.
And now James Harden get there and he's struggling. Well, I want you to continue to struggle and don't lose track and start getting scared on me, bro. Like, I ain't never known you to be scared. I want you to pencil it in and submit it.
First of all, I want to get it right, and I want the right person to win the MVP. That's all I mean by that. But secondly, I'm going to bite a line from Don King. when I asked him years ago. I said, you complaining so much, Don King, you should retire. He said, you know what, Stephen A? From your lips to God's ears, I think I'm going to think about that. That's what he said to me. And I'm going to think about that. From your lips to God's ears, I'm going to think about that. I'm going to listen to that argument that you made about Joel Embiid, an argument that I have on his behalf, by the way, in all honesty. And it is a tough struggle, but here's why it's also tough.
Oh, it's not.
Devin Booker.
No.
We have barely mentioned him and his greatness and the greatness of the Phoenix Suns. I can't ignore it. All I'm saying is I might vote for Embiid. I might not. I got a few more hours, and I'm going to use it before I make my decision.
It's very easy to make decisions in life. You go with your first mind, your gut reaction. Have you ever read
Right.
Blink by Malcolm Gladwell?
I don't give a damn about Blink with Malcolm Gladwell. I respect
Well, it's an
him, but I
exceptional
don't
book,
give
because
a damn
clearly you
about
struggle with decision
So
making.
what? I
You
struggle
know
with
you
this
want,
decision.
you want to
With
go
this
with Devin
decision.
Booker. You want to go with Devin Booker. You've been talking about just go with Devin Booker
Well,
and
listen,
be done
listen.
with it.
I didn't
and
struggle
stop
with.
trying to
I
talk
didn't-
your way
I
into
didn't-
Joel
I didn't-
Embiid
I
when you want to
didn't-
go with Book.
I didn't struggle with the decision, and I'm committed to trying to find out what the hell Ben Simmons did to hurt his back. I didn't struggle with the decision to try to figure out why the hell
I'm
Matisse
trying to
Thybulle got
figure out.
one shot
You
instead
did.
of the two.
Okay.
I didn't struggle with the decision that you look nice today and
Thank
you
you.
upped your game because you usually got on Nurse Betty boots. I didn't struggle with the decision to put on this blazer and think that I'm pretty damn fly in
Okay,
it.
Roy Williams.
Okay?
All right,
I
let's
didn't
leave it
sit up
here.
there and do
Leave it
that.
here.
I mean, in this particular decision, I'm struggling with it right now. I'm struggling with it, right? That's what I'm dealing with right now, Molly.
Okay.
It's a hard decision.
Got to get him today.
Okay?
All right, let's all take a moment. Let's leave it here.
Okay. Let's leave.